Let that man cheat in peace. Let that man cheat in peace. I was watching Peach McIntyre. I think it was a YouTube short. She came on and she was talking about Wood cheating on her for the 100th millionth time. I'm over exaggerating. She keeps complaining about Wood cheating on her. I don't know if she's doing that for content. I don't know if she's just doing that to pull in more views, or if this is something that's really happening in her life. But she starts crying, or maybe she could be doing an Academy Award winning performance. I don't know. I don't know if she's saying that for content, or this is something that's really happening in her life. I don't know for sure, but she keeps complaining about Wood cheating on her. And the last post that she did a YouTube short, and so I think, or it was a little small video, either one or the other. I came in and I said, well, ain't much I can say. I said, well, ain't much to say. You still there. And that was basically, that's all I said. I said, ain't much to say. You still there. I mean, what can you say? She keeps complaining over and over about her husband cheating, but she's still there. And if this is what Wood is really doing, I understand the hurt. I've been through it before. I've never been through it in a marriage, but I've been through it in a relationship, and I can understand, or a situationship. So I do understand the pain. I can't even imagine what it would be like to go through that in a marriage, because it hurt enough in a relationship. But I will say this, and she's not the only one. I'm not just directing this towards her. It's a lot of women that are in marriages and relationships with men that cheat, but they still stay. The man is cheating, but they stay, and they complain to their girlfriends about it, or family members, or whatever. They probably mainly complain to their girlfriends about it. In Peach's case, she keeps coming on here complaining about it to social media. Lots of other women complain about it to their girlfriends. And, a real true friend will say, well, I don't want to keep hearing about it if you're going to keep staying, and then let her know that if this is something that's hurting you like this, causing you this kind of pain, then you need to leave. But instead of keep complaining about it, take action. What steps are you going to take to leave this man? If not, ain't no sense in keep complaining about it. Ain't no sense in keep complaining about it if you're going to stay. Because Peach's viewers, it's getting redundant. It's getting to the point to where it's getting redundant. It's getting redundant because she every so often, like she'll come on there and say, oh, things are going good between me and Wood or whatever like that. But then she'll come on there every few months or so. It's usually after she has a baby, because she's got 9 kids. It's usually after she has a baby, she complains about him cheating on her. And he's sleeping in the room with the kids and all this kind of stuff. So in her case, she complains to us. But a lot of women complain to their girlfriends. It's like, if people get hurt, Peach's audience is getting tired of hearing it after a while. It's getting to be redundant. So that's what I literally said. I said, well, ain't much to say. You still there. I mean, what am I going to say at this point? I would say, I've told her other times when she's talked about it, well, pray about it, and I understand that it's not easy for her in her situation, because she has 9 kids by this man, and, co-parenting is not easy. It's not an easy situation, and I get that, and it wouldn't be easy for her to co-parent with him with 9 kids, and I know she needs his help and his support. And I get that. And so I get it that it's not easy for her to make that decision. And I think in Peach's case, YouTube is like her therapy. You know, I wouldn't prefer to come on here and put all my business on here like this because people are too judgmental. But she does. It's a form of therapy for her. Instead of her going to an actual therapist, she comes to YouTube. And she puts everything, she's very transparent. She puts everything out there. And it's a form of therapy. I mean, it could be cathartic. But people are too judgmental at the end of the day. People are just too judgmental. That's why I choose not to do that. But this is, like I said, the bottom line is this. And that's just not for Peach, but it's a lot of women that's in that situation. If you're going to continue to stay with the man, then let that man cheat in peace. Let him cheat in peace. Because even if you keep confronting him about it, I mean, if you're going to keep letting him do it, what's the point? You keep confronting him about it because he knows, that man knows that you're going to stay. He knows you're going to stay and keep putting up with it. So he's going to keep doing it. If that man knows that you're going to stay and because are you doing all this, it's going through one ear and out the other. He going to just keep doing it. Then that's one thing about a man. They going to keep doing it if they know that you going to stay. Because my oldest son's dad was cheated throughout the whole relationship, and I kept staying. And he knew that that was something that he could keep doing, and I was going to keep putting up with it. Till one day I put my foot down and I said, this relationship is over. And then he had the nerve to be devastated. So what was I supposed to do? Stay and keep putting up with it? Yeah, they expect you to stay and keep putting up with it. But I would have lost all respect for you if you had cheated on me. That's what he says. I would have lost all the respect for you. The nerve. You got your nerve. No, men expect a woman to, they literally expect you to stay and keep putting up with that. But they would never tolerate you cheating on them. Make it make sense. And I think she mentioned that in one of her videos. Make it make sense. So it's like, it ain't no sense in keep fussing at and running up your pressure if all you gonna do is stay. Let that man cheat in peace. Plain and simple. See you guys later.